Alright, y'all, man. It's your boy Homeball League 2 times for me. Back in that video, man, for me. Follow the Instagram at Homeball League 2 times. Now, look, just for today's topic, we're talking about do not let a thought ruin your life. Now, look, for today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for everything. I'm also giving you a shout out to the Most High for giving me these amazing downloads, dropping this amazing information on me from no cap. I'm also giving you a shout out to myself as well for wanting to receive this information and give out this good information as well, you feel me? I'm also giving you a shout out to y'all because y'all literally take energy out of y'all's day to come rock with me, show me love and support, you feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all, man. So much more love always. I'm also saying nothing but good, positive energy, good positive protection, good positive feelings with everyone. Let's go ahead and right into the video, right? Don't let a thought ruin your life. Now let's go ahead and right into the video, right? Don't let a thought ruin your life. Now look, right? What I want y'all to understand and understand, right, is that a thought is energy, right? Now, some of your thoughts are your thoughts, and some of your thoughts are not your thoughts. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, how do I know the difference between what is my thought and what is not my thought? If you have a thought that pops up in your head or whatever the case may be, right? And you know that's something that you wouldn't do, that's not even you. Like, you hear the thought in your head, like, bro, what? Like, that's not me. Exactly. You answered your own question. That is not you. Don't give into that energy. Don't give into that thought. Because the more you give your energy to the thought, the more bigger and stronger the thought becomes. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's like this. A thought is like, a thought is like a tree, right? Or like a plant, right? If you do not feed the plant, it will not grow. Or if you start off feeding the plant, it'll grow. But then if you stop feeding the plant, it may stop growing. It's the same thing with a thought. It's the same thing somewhat with a thought. So if you know who you are and you know you're not that thought, then don't give your energy to that thought. Don't focus on the thought. I'm not saying don't act like the thought didn't just, like you didn't just hear the thought. It's important to accept what you heard, but it's important to know, okay, I accept what I just heard, and I'm also accepting that that's not who I am. I'm also accepting that I know who I am, and I'm going to continue to move forward. I've already moved forward. You see what I'm saying? So, because I'm telling you, a thought can be like a virus. Why am I not an actual like physical virus? Well, it can be that maybe, but what I'm saying is that respectfully, to respect. What I'm saying that I'm using the virus thing kind of like somewhat as an example because if you like, it can keep spreading, but only if you allow it to, though. You feel me? If you don't give your energy to that thought, it will eventually die off. You feel me? Another thing too, bro, with thoughts is that just because you may be scared or just because you may have a thought or thoughts telling you that you can't do something, bro, you can do it, bro. You can do anything that you want to do, bro. Do not let other people and other energies and let other people's thoughts and other thoughts control you, bro. You know exactly who you are. You know exactly what you want to do. You probably may already know what you want to become. So don't let anything stop you. People looking at you funny, people talking about you, pay that no mind. That has nothing to do with you. I'm not saying it, like, you can accept it, like, okay, I accept it. They're being negative. But I'm not going to keep giving my energy and focusing, because whatever you focus on, you're giving your energy to. That's why it's very important too to be careful who you're locking eyes with, because y'all are sending energy signals to each other. Y'all are sending energy to each other when y'all are doing that, especially when you're locking eyes with somebody. The eyes are a part of the soul. The eyes are the key to the soul, somewhat. You feel me? Respectfully, respect. So, yeah, it's very important to be careful who you're locking eyes with and who you're touching and who you're hugging and who you're having sex with, etc. Because that's energy. That is energy, etc. You feel me? For real. You feel me? I'm being for real. You over there, somebody around you sad, and you trying to cheer them up so you give them a hug. Now they feeling better. All of a sudden, you feeling sad. But now they feeling better. Y'all might have just exchanged energies. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying you can't hug somebody that's sad. I'm just recommending you to be careful if you are going to do that, or be careful, or really think about I recommend maybe thinking about it before just doing that. You know, you feel me? Respectfully, all due respect. You feel me? Etc. You feel me? Respectfully, all due respect. Now, two is that a lot of times we don't even be having problems, or like a lot of times something may not even be as big as we think it is. It's just we keep giving into our thoughts. I want to tell you something too about thoughts, right? Our mind whatever we focus on, you may start to see loops of it, or if not loops of it, you may start to see similar patterns of it. What do I mean by this, right? It's kind of like TikTok, for example. If you just made a TikTok account, right, and your For You page shows you football, and you watch the whole video, you repost it, and you like the video. A few scrolls later, you may see another football video. You like that one? Now you're, and then you consistently keep doing this. Now your page is filled with consistently football. It's the same thing, similar somewhat with our thoughts. If you keep giving into this thought, you're going to naturally manifest more similar patterns and similarities to that thought. Now you're going to start manifesting and attracting more thoughts just like that, if not just like that, very similar or similar like that to that thought. You feel me? That's another reason too why it's very important what you are giving your energy to and what you're giving your focus to. You feel me? Etc. You feel me? Respectfully, all due respect. Now, another thing too that I want y'all to understand and understand as well is that when you do something, even though certain thoughts may be telling you not to do it, but this is what you truly want to do, don't you feel good after you do it? You're like, man, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I ain't let my thoughts get the best of me. That's not your thoughts. It's not your thoughts. You feel me? That's not your thoughts. You see what I'm saying? It's like, for an example, right? It's kind of like magic, just because, or like maybe not even magic, but it's kind of like our eyes. I'm talking about these two eyes right here, right? Just because we see something may not necessarily mean that it's actually there. It's kind of like on a movie, like, you know, like a superhero movie or something. They might have some CGI in there. Just because you're seeing it on the screen through your retinas doesn't mean that that's actually what's actually going on. That might not be the full painting of what you're seeing. You see what I'm saying? So it's very important to be careful and be aware of who you are. It's so important, in my opinion, to know how to remind yourself of who you are. So when you come around, or if you do encounter with negative energies or with negative thoughts or whatever, you know how to remind yourself, like, hold on, bro, I know who I am. Let me chill for a little bit. Let me meditate or pray or whatever, and let me remind myself, write it down, etc. Feel me? And remember who I am and who I truly am and what I am and what I am not. It's so important to know what you are, and it's so important to know what you are not. You feel me? Because if you don't, or you feel like you don't, you may get the two confused. Or 1 minute you feel like you're this, 1 minute you feel like you're that. Now you're confused and trying to figure out who you are. This is another reason why I feel like it's very important to know who you are. You feel me? Because when you know who you are, it can help you to not letting negative energies and negative thoughts, etc., get the best of you. You feel me? So, and it's important to accept the negative thoughts. When you have a negative thought, it's better to accept it. What do I mean by accepting it? What I mean by accepting it is it's better to realize and understand and understand that, okay, I heard this thought. I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't hear this thought. I accept that I heard this thought, but I am not going to give any more energy to this thought. And then you continue to move forward with your day. You feel me? Etc. You feel me? Respectfully, out of respect, even though days aren't even real. You feel me? Now, two, right? Another thing, too, that I want to say before I end out this video as well is that, remember, bro, I want you to remember something, right? You control yourself. You control yourself. We all control ourselves. But people can only control you if you allow them to, right? If you are realizing it or not. It's the same thing with a thought. A thought cannot manifest into your life certain ways unless you allow it to. That thought only has power when you give it the power. That thought only becomes more, well, it already has power, but that thought becomes more powerful when you give it more power. If you don't give it more power, then how can it become more powerful from you then? You see what I'm saying? Because you're not giving it, if you're not giving it the energy, then how is it going to get stronger from you then? Because if you're not giving it the energy to get more stronger from you. You see what I'm saying? Respectfully, all due respect. So it's very important to know who you are. It's very important to know what you are. It's very important to know what you like, what you love. And it's very important to know what you don't like, or what you don't, or what you aren't. You feel me? Maybe not necessarily dislike, but you just, that's not really your flavor. That's not really your type or your swag or whatever the case may be. You feel me? Etc. You feel me? Respectfully, all due respect. But look, man, hope you have females for today's video. For me, follow the Instagram at HomeBallLuke 2 times. I'm going to say that one more time. Follow the Instagram at Humble 2 times, you feel me? If not, that's cool. And I love y'all, man. I hope y'all females enjoyed today's video. I catch y'all females on the next one, man. Peace.